Hello guys, how are we doing? Hope we all are fine. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube page for more celebrities updates. Today's gist is all about Imade, the first daughter of our Afrobeat superstar Davido Adeleke. And we all knew that Davido is very good at taking care of his children.
Hey, let me see the bag. 8,000 on the back. Bow! Don't play. I love you.
So, Imade was taken out by her dad.
Imade. Pass your father.
Yes, Davido took her out after so many years, as we all knew that they just reconciled, and because of that, Davido spent a quality time with her as he took her out for lunch. So this girl, hey, look at the way she was even counting money to tell you that she's very good with money. These are dollars, so Davido is really showing the girl that he truly loves her, and it has been long they've been together. So this is where they went out having their lunch. Hey, daddy and daughter's lovely moment. I love this moment. Hey, so Davido in the other way around also went to Imade's school for her school presentation. This is her school. This is where they did the presentation. Imade is really enjoying, because this time around it's like Davido just brought out time for only Imade. Like, he wanted to tell Imade that daddy loves you, daddy is always here for you, just that we had a little understanding, but now as I'm back, I'll really make you proud. And this is Imade and her students. Jesus, this are school, the way I'm saying, this type of school is not just ordinary school. We all knew that this school would be one of the best school in Nigeria, because for Davido to buy a bag worth of 8,000 US dollars just for a little girl. The school that she will attend will be one of the most expensive school. And people were like, is that bag truly 8,000 US dollars? Because to me, that bag, hey, I don't know, I can't tell, but the truth is that that bag is very fine, it's beautiful. The bag is just like, and the girl, the funny part of it is that the girl, as a child, she does not even know the value of what she has. Let's hear from her.
From Ede in Osun State, we are conquer and best in everything we do. Our best thing is Eko and Okra soup. My state is best in everything we do. Yes, sir. My hometown, Ede.
Wow, that's a smart move. We love you, Imade. Imade, we know that Imade will be very intelligent. She will be smart, just like her dad, like daughter, like father, like daughter. So Imade is a very lucky child. Seriously, there's some children that in this life, hey, they are really blessed. They are blessed with their parents. Imade is really blessed. She's one of the child that God really blessed, because she has rich parents. Not only that, she has parents that loved and took very care of her. Because another thing is taking good care of your child. Having money is not the ultimate. Some people have the money, but for them to take care of that child, hey, it will take them long for them to take care of the child. And me looking at Imade, you know that this girl, she's very smart and intelligent and fun to be with. Seriously, you know that this girl she's a very smart kid that you love being with. When children are very smart, you love them around you. So me looking at Imade, you know that she is that kind of a child. And look at her now, she smiles exactly like her dad. Davido really came first in Imade's look. Like, she's a typical example of Davido. She's daddy's replica. Let's hear what she's saying here.
Cooks.
Makes your tummy hurt.
When there's smoke,
There's fire.
if it ain't broke,
Don't fix.
you can't have your cake.
With too many sausages.
Like I said before, that she's very intelligent. After watching this part, I found out that this girl, she's intelligent. Imade is like, daddy is so proud of her. She would really make the video proud. And as for the bag that they bought for her, hey God, Nigeria did not believe it at all. How can a little girl have that kind of a bag? Like, people were like, is it not the same bag that they used to buy 3,000 at her bar? That is the same thing. One lady said that her own is even bigger than hers. How come that they bought it almost 12 million naira. That is not possible. That celebrity can lie to an extent that whatever they put on is always costly. So according to one lady like that, she said, I never see who like rich music artists when it comes to price of what they wear or put on. How that bag go be 8k dollars and people go still believe for about that bag na 15k and e go make sense pass this one sef. Hey, ah, you see, the people online, they really have bad mouth too. So the people did not believe it. That how can this little bag, although they see that bag as very small bag, how can that small bag like this be up to 80 US dollars, 80k US dollars? That is not possible. And even me, hey, but I know it's possible because where they buy things is not where you buy things. Those people selling it, the quality and everything, the quality and the one at Aba can never be the same. That's just the truth. I know that people will not believe them, but me, I believe them because the shop where things are very expensive. It's not that all that Aba bags and all that we are talking about. You can't go to Aba and buy bag and compare it with this one. You don't know the country that they bought this bag. That's another thing. Because in other countries, things are more expensive than in Nigerians. And the other person said, bloggers too dey hype celebrity things. That bag can reach 8,000 US dollars. The other one now said that means the bag worth more than 12 million. Yeah, so it's worth more than, because if you should calculate it 80k US dollars, calculate it in Nigeria currency, you know that is up to or is more than. Share na this bag I bought the medium size 25k, that is now 8,000 US dollars. This our own is even the small size. Now so celebrities things they cost. Our second gist is Ms. Johnson. Hey, level get class. So serious. Why I say that level get class is because you see this Ms. Johnson. Ms. Johnson is someone that anybody can learn from, because as she was being dragged by Angel Okore, and remember she wrote on her Instagram page that by 12 p.m. that she has something to say about what has been going on, and people were just waiting for her. Like somebody like me, seriously, I went to her Instagram page that day several times to see what really happened, only for Ms. Johnson to change am for online in-laws. They were expecting premium gist, but exactly 12 p.m. Ms. Johnson replies Angel Okore with her new ambassador deal. More work, more business days, less drama. She no get time for church. You see Ms. Johnson. Ms. Johnson is a very, like, I don't know how to describe this lady. She does not have time for all those things. And this is where she went for the deal. Yeah? People, you were just busy dragging her, and she was busy making money, making cool money. Like, she was busy chasing her dreams. In life, whatever you are doing, always know that there is time for everything. Ms. Johnson, in the other way around, people thought that she would just come out and be saying everything. Maybe she'll come out and explain her own part of the story, But to her, she knew what all these things is all about. That even when she comes out and speak about it, people will still not believe her. There are people that will not believe her. There are people that will believe her. That is just the truth. But because she truly knows that there's no need for her to come and tell people what has been going on between her and Angel Okore, she just kept smooth. She just stays on her lane. Like, Ms. Johnson is someone that since she got married, like, her life, everything changed. She's so coordinated, she's well mannered, and these things are what people are supposed to learn from her, especially all the celebrities coming online, dragging yourself, doing this, saying all sort of things, bringing things up, like making people to know your secrets and all that, the secret between you and this person. Is not necessary, because at the end of the day, people will still say what they are saying. Look at Ms. Johnson here, having fun with her children. She's busy taking care of her family. She's busy being the good mom God created her to be. Look at her now. Men looking at her, that she does not even care. She don't have time for all those things. To her, you can say whatever you want to say. like me looking at her, you know that she lives a life of Genevieve Nnaji. Genevieve Nnaji is someone that you can drag from now till tomorrow. You won't even hear anything from her. And this is what Miss Johnson is actually doing. This is Miss Johnson and Regina Daniels. And another thing is that Blessing CEO, our relationship therapist, said her own opinion based on what Regina Daniels did. According to her, she said that Regina has no right to intervene in this matter. And this is our Miss Johnson showing us that, you see this tea I'm taking, I'm still on it though. That it has not stopped to, Miss Johnson is proudly showcasing the tea again, telling people that she's even taking it more and more. And look at her now. So let's just believe that what is making her slim down is just the tea and nothing else. Miss Johnson is not sick. Nothing is wrong with this lady. She's just advertising this tea and she's taking the tea. That's all. To me, this is what I believed. So Angela Okore, on the other hand, we're like, how can a little girl intervene in the matter of two adults that both of them are having issue? And for them to be having issue, that you have no right, that Regina has no right to say anything, because according to her, she said that Regina is a little girl when it comes to these two adults. That when two adults are having problem, that little children has no right to say anything about it, saying that what Regina did is totally wrong. And I don't know, guys, you people, this thing that Blessing CEO said, is it right that Regina has no right to intervene? And in the other way around, me, I'm blaming Regina, because I don't see the reason why Regina will come out and be saying all those things, like what she said, that Angela Okore came to her house, and after so many discussions, she now went inside. She went to the kitchen to dish out food specially prepared for her before she could have come back. That 500,000 transfer has been done to Angela from her husband. That she did not know what actually brought the money, and she did not know what she and her husband discussed that made her husband to transfer such amount of money to Angela. And I was like, you see all these celebrities, forget all this thing they are saying. How can someone, immediately you went to the kitchen to bring out food, did it take you like 2 hours or 3 hours for you to dish out the food, to an extent that before you could have come out, 500,000 transfer has already been transferred to Angela's account? So how long did it take you to dish out the food? Because before such amount of money would be paid to her account, there might be some discussions that led to that. That is what I believe. And for them to discuss something, it will take them some minutes before Angela will convince the man to transfer such amount of money to her account. And I don't see the reason why all these things, you see all these people, when it comes to celebrities, some of them, they hardly say the truth. Some of them live a kind of life that is what they want you to see. What they are doing is what they want you to see, and not actually who they are. That's just the truth. And because of that, she now deletes Angela's number from his phone. And our last gist is about ex-Big Brother Naija, Alex. Alex tweeted this week on her page about how people worship their pastor. She wrote, "Once I hear you say, 'The God of my pastor,' I know you are a lost cause, and we can't reason the same. Those ones that go extra miles to make their pastor their wallpaper. The day I am ready for conversations about religion, I know a lot of people will fight me, but again, I know my mouth. I will say my own, and hell can be let loose for all I care. A lot of people are brainwashed anyway. Have a good day, my people." And coming to what this young lady said, truly, you see this, especially Africa mentality when it comes to religions. We Africans, I don't know who really brainwashed us to an extent that we sees our pastor, like some Christians, they worship their pastors more than their God. If you see the way they worship their pastor, the way they adore their pastor, like especially married women, you see a married woman, she will prefer respecting a pastor more than her husband. You will see her like she will go extra mile to do whatever her pastor asks her to do. But when it comes to her husband, she will not obey her husband. There are some women that when you like you are in your husband's house and you be calling a pastor daddy, my dad, our daddy in the Lord. Who is your daddy in the Lord? Do you know that pastor is just like you? There's nothing special about you and the pastor. And another thing is that you don't even know what those pastors does, and you worshiping him or her as if she's your God, my dear, is like it's not worth it. And whenever people are saying my pastor, the God of my pastor, the God of your pastor, do you know the God that your pastor has been worshiping? Do you know if your pastor is worshiping an idol? Do you know the kind of God that pastor is worshiping? And you'll be calling the God of your pastor. When you are praying, you'll be calling the God of your pastor to answer you. When you are doing this, you call the God of your pastor to answer you. No, it's not like that. Like me, if I'm praying, I pray. I call my own God to answer me. It's my own God that I call, because everybody has his or her own God. You cannot be calling another person's God to come and like, for what reason? And for those women that prefer listening to what their pastor said, whatever the pastor told them is fine. Like, I have a friend. The reason why I stopped relating with her is because a pastor told her that her mother has been behind her predicament because she's not married. And you know what this young lady did? She went and told all her siblings and make her siblings believe that yes, their mom has been causing problem in their life. This thing that I'm telling you guys is like, it's not just, it's real. This thing is even happening up to today. Her siblings believe that their mom has been their problem, has been the one causing so much problems in their life. And I was like, I told her, the day she told me this, she came and was telling me that this is what her pastor told her, that her mother, and she gave me so many reasons. And I now called and said, let me tell you, girl, if you like, listen to your pastor. But you see that woman, you said she has been the problem of your predicament. Let me tell you, whatever you do today will come back for you tomorrow. Tomorrow, you see that marriage, you will marry, and tomorrow your daughter will grow up and begin to accuse you. How can you believe that your own mom is your problem? If your mom is your problem, she gave birth to you and she was able to feed you till now. And because of what your pastor said, you believed your pastor more than your mom. You believed your pastor more than your instinct. How can people be so wicked? You believe that your mom is the cause of your problem. There are some certain things people do in this life, and I'll be like, are they normal? Another thing is that all these people always worshiping pastor, always going to pastors. They are the people putting pastors into temptation. Our daddy, our daddy, our daddy. You use missed calls to kill a man of God. You use messages to kill a man of God. Once a man of God open his or her mouth to maybe to greet you in a special way, you think that, hey, this pastor is like he's eyeing you. And at the end of the day, you end up on his bed. Seriously, what this lady said is actually true. Whenever you tell me that your pastor, that the God of your pastor, that is when I will know that you see this person, you are not normal. You can't be normal and be calling someone's God to come and answer you. Call your own God. You have your own God. You have a special God. You have a guardian angels. They are the ones that you ought to call, not your pastor's God and all that, because you don't know where that pastor belongs. You don't know what the pastor worship, the kind of things the pastor does. So people should mind the way they worship pastors. Worship pastors more than their own husband. Worship pastors more than their family. Like some people will even reject their family just because of what pastor said and all that. All these things is not necessary. Seriously. Yes, I have a pastor. I go to church. I'm a Christian, but there is limit to everything. I go to church, worship, pray to my God and come back, and that is the end. Calling pastor and doing all that is not necessary, and people should stop putting pastors in problem, because people are the ones putting them in temptation. Even reverence, ladies are putting reverence in temptation these days, all in the name of my reverend father. You see them whenever they are always calling reverend father, you know that they are behind another thing. Thank you guys.